You've been told your whole life that being nice is a virtue. In dating, it's a trap, and most guys have no idea they're already in it. I have a friend, let's call him Marcus, a full year of doing everything right. Texting first, planning dates, paying for everything, listening, being supportive, being there, being the emotional tampon. And at the end of that year, she started dating someone else. Someone who, by Marcus's description, did none of those things. Marcus came to me with one question. What am I doing wrong? And I told him, it's not what you're doing, it's why you're doing it. He didn't understand what I meant. Not yet. But by the end of this episode, you will. Here's the framework. A covert contract is an agreement you make with someone that they never agreed to. You pay for dinner. You expect warmth and kindness in return. You listen to her problems for 2 hours. You expect her to see you differently. You show up for her when she needs you. You expect her to choose you. And when she doesn't, you're blindsided. You feel cheated. You feel owed. But here's the thing. She never signed that contract. She doesn't even know it exists. The contract was always between you and yourself. And every time the other person doesn't hold up their end of a deal they never agreed to, you resent them for it. That resentment is the tell. That's how you know a covert contract is running. Because genuine kindness doesn't keep score. Here's the nice guy cycle, and see if this sounds familiar. Give, expect, don't receive. Resent, explode, reset, repeat. That's not generosity. That's manipulation with extra steps. And most guys running this pattern have no idea they're doing it. Because it was programmed into you before you could question it. When you were a kid and you did something wrong, you got punished. And somewhere along the way, you learned, if I'm good enough, I'll earn love. That contract started before you ever met a woman. But here's what most men get wrong when they figure this out. The opposite of a nice guy is not an asshole. That's the misconception most men operate on. I'm either nice or I'm a jerk. So they stay the nice guy. They keep running the contracts, and they keep losing. The opposite of a nice guy is a man with boundaries. A man who gives when he wants to give. A man who says no when no is the honest answer. A man whose actions aren't driven by what he hopes to receive in return. That man doesn't get resentful, because he's never owed anything he didn't negotiate for openly. And paradoxically, that man is far more attractive than the one doing everything right. So what does this actually look like in practice? I have a friend, different guy, who used to always do favors for women. Not because he wanted to, because he thought it would make him more likable. I told him, stop. Don't do anything you wouldn't do for a friend you had zero romantic interest in. That's the filter. Would I do this if I expected nothing back? If yes, do it. Do it fully. Do it without keeping score. If no, don't do it. Or do it openly. Hey, I'd like to take you to dinner. The finest steak and fish money can buy. Yeah, we're going to McDonald's. That's honest. That's a man who knows what he wants and says it plainly. Give freely. Or don't give at all. Because half giving while secretly keeping score is the thing that's been killing your results. And your self-respect. Marcus called me about 2 months after we first spoke. He'd stopped running the contracts, stopped keeping score, started saying no when he meant no, and yes when he actually meant yes. He said the girl he'd spent a year on. He finally understood she hadn't done anything wrong. She just hadn't signed what he wrote. Then he told me about a woman he'd just started seeing. No scorekeeping, no resentment, no contracts. Just two people being honest about what they wanted. He said, it feels completely different. Lighter. Like he'd put something down he didn't realize he'd been carrying. It always does. Most guys will watch this and think they're not a nice guy. They'll tell themselves they're self-aware enough to be different. Check the resentment. That's where the truth is. If you're keeping score, you're running a contract. That's not a dating skill you need to fix. That's freedom you need to claim. Don't be most guys. Episode 3 is next. Tolerance to beauty. And this one is going to expose something you're doing every time you see an attractive woman that you don't even realize. It's subtle, it's automatic, and it's sabotaging you before you say a word. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a comment. Have you ever caught yourself running a covert contract?
What's the difference between a feminist and a baby?
What?
The baby grows up and stops crying.